This is the first generation Nissan Tiida Latio, and it is also known as the C11. The C11 was in production from the year 2004 to 2011, and this is a 2010 model. A well-maintained locally used Nissan Tiida will cost you from around 600,000 to 700,000 Kenyan shillings, considering the year of manufacture, mileage, and of course condition. So, is it really good value for your money? Well, let's find out. Looking at it from the outside, the Tiida doesn't have much going on for it. It's a 4-door sedan with a basic car design, but then you don't look at it and go, brother, we have this all lights design, which are very bright at night. Down here are some cutouts for fog lights, which you can fit aftermarket fog lights. Then you have the grille with the contrasting silver and grey, the old Nissan logo, and by the way, the bonnet dives quite deep. It kinda looks like a cone continues. And even with the driver's seat all the way up, you can see the tip of the front of the car. There are these two creases which continue to the front where the logo is, and down here we also have vents letting in air into the engine. Moving over to the side, this Tiida came in 15-inch steelies with all-terrain tires. You can fit wheel caps like these ones, which give it a new look, or even aftermarket trims. There's this belt line that runs all the way to the back. The front doors are very big, and the back doors are also very big. Like for the front doors, a wheel could actually go through them. Also for the back, they open very wide, which makes getting in and out of the car very easy. But generally from the side, there isn't much going on. It's just panel and paint, maybe just a subtle crease over here, this contrasting black and grey, which work very well. The back tires are also 15-inch, and that's much of the side. Moving over to the back, we have this old taillight design, the old Nissan logo there, the name Tiida Latio. The contrasting colors continue to the back here, which give it a nice look. To open the boot, there's a small press, but then it doesn't go all the way up, so you have to push it. And the trunk is a decent rectangular shape. You can fit a lot of things in here. It's 460 liters of compact space. Compact in the sense that you can't push the rear seats back, and there isn't any true loading, so this is all you get. But you can fit up to 4 medium-sized travel bags, 2 big jumbo travel bags. There's a big load lip, so getting heavy things from the boat will work your back a lot. But good thing, it comes with all the emergency tools you need in case you need to fix a puncture. You have the small spare wheel, the triangles there. And by the way, if you're buying a used car, you should insist on all of this. That's basically it from the outside. Shall we go and check the inside? Here on the inside, the seats are very comfortable. They have some nice fabric material feel to it. And also this fabric material is also on some part of the doors. And here on the door panel where you have the window controls, you have some squidgy material here, which by the way comes in handy when you're driving, because this car doesn't have the armrest. So if you need to rest your arm, you need to do it from this. But everywhere else is scratchy plastic. Here on the door, here on the dash, down here, scratchy plastics. We have black below here and some cream above here. The steering is big, it's soft, it feels good to the touch. The instrument cluster is analog. They sense the issue, they blink the light, and leave it to your wits to know what really the issue is. You have the light controls for here, on the right. On the left, we have the lever for the windshield wipers. On the doors, we have the window controls, the lock. Down here below the steering are some very non-functional buttons, except the side mirror retract. At the center console, we have an aftermarket stereo. The original one looks like this. And also again, barely functioning climate control knobs. Levers and buttons here. Fans blow in the air. If you want hot or cold, it just blows warm. The demisting buttons, the AC buttons, they don't work. Up here, the sun visors, they are big, which is a good thing. There's no vanity mirror, no lights, just basic. You have a holder here, you can put some documents. The lights, Yeah, they work. We have a sunglasses holder over here. The controls for the seat, they are manual. Dragging it to the back for the recline. And this one also has for height adjustment. But then the thing with this car is the front seats move further to the front than they do to the back. Like this is the farthest I can go to the back. But then again, this is the closest I can get to the front. Maybe they were built for short leg people, I don't know. But that's a very interesting takeaway. And shall we see the back? Here the back, the Tiida shines even more. This front seat is in my driver's position. I'm 5'11". It's in my driver's position. I have tons of knee room, a lot of headroom. If it had leg rest, it will be competing with the Maybach. You have a lot of space. If you're a passenger here at the back, you really enjoy. The seats aren't too low, so you also have enough under thigh support. And because the windows on this car are big, they let in a lot of air into the cabin. You don't feel it's not claustrophobic in here. The back also go all the way down. So if you have kids, they really enjoy sitting behind here. They are traveling, they are looking around. The hump on the middle isn't that big if there is a passenger sitting here. And by then you can carry 3 adults at the back comfortably. And now let's check on the engine. To open the hood, you pull this lever down here once, twice for surety. And you come over to the front. There's a lever you should pull somewhere around here. And this is the engine bay. The hood is held by this mechanical strut which is fixed on the hood. Weird. Anyways, the C11s came in either 1.6, 1.8 or a 1.5 liter naturally aspirated inline 4 petrol engine like this one with an automatic transmission producing 101 horsepower and 135 newton meters of torque driving the front wheels or all 4 wheels, or a 1.5 diesel with a 6-speed manual which was mostly for the European market. The Tiida averages about 13.5 kilometers to the liter and the tank fills 45 liters. That will cost you around 8,000 Kenya shillings, and on the road it translates to about 600 kilometers. But if you're doing city and highway driving, you can average about 15 kilometers to the liter and it will cover about 850 kilometers. But how does that reflect on the road? Let's find out. This Tiida is a very engaging car to drive. The steering feels a bit firm, so it makes turning a bit hard, you may say. It places the car where you need it to be. The acceleration is okay because again it's drive by wire. But then for the brakes, there is a dead zone from when you put your foot on the brake to when you start feeling the actual braking. And it will take a bit of getting used to because it keeps you a bit anxious. The suspension is the normal springs and coils. You don't feel a rough road surface that much because again the seats being dense, they absorb most of that shock, so it's not really that bad. The view of the front is brilliant. The side mirrors are okay. The view of the back is also brilliant. Although this rear view mirror is a bit small, let's say it's okay. On the highway, the 110 horsepower engine and the gearbox, they take forever to build up speed. But you can't really fault it because again it's a 2010 unit and they came without turbos, so the pickup is a bit sluggish. You get a lot of road noise, especially from the front tires. Not much of wind noise. But then again, you might think because these windows are big and when you're driving say on a hot day, you want some breeze into the car, so you pull the window all the way down. You think that it might let in a lot of air. Jokes on you. These windows, they don't let no air whatsoever. The only alternative you have is by raising your hands up like this to create like a barrier or something. But then again, you can't do that because The car tips the scales at about 1,100 kgs. In addition to that, it's quite high off the ground, giving it good ground clearance. But with that comes stability issues. The thing with this car is that when you're driving on the highway, it feels like it's all over the place. So for most of the time, you'll have your hands on the steering wheel, yeah, to keep readjusting, to avoid putting the car into a ditch. And with that, here's a few other issues that come with this Nissan Tiida. Most of the controls don't work. The four-wheel lights, the height adjustments, or the side mirror adjustments. Even the control for the back windows doesn't work. The AC again barely works. When you set it to hot or cold, it just blows in warm air. The fans have died out a bit too. The sun visors have no vanity mirror. Like why? Behind here, the front seats don't have pockets. But it's not all bad. Here are some key winning advantages of owning a Nissan Tiida. Although my fuel economy count never changes, the car can average about 15 kilometers to the liter. How do I know, you may ask? So I once filled the tank with about 8,500 Kenya shillings and covered about 686 kilometers within a week. Stay with me. If 1 liter of petrol goes for about 184.9 Kenya shillings, that means I had about 45 liters of fuel, and if I reverse divide the 45 liters to the 686 kilometers, I get about 15 kilometers to the liter. Because all the doors open wide and there is no protruding seals, getting in and out of the car is flawless. You don't scuff your feet while getting out, so no messy. Thirdly, if you need to fix something, it's easy and stress-free. Spare parts are quite easy to find and come at affordable prices, so you don't break your back. So, what is my final verdict? If you're looking for comfort, if you're looking for style, if you're looking for good fuel economy, or if you're looking for a car that has aged gracefully, this will be a good option. The only rival is the Toyota Corolla, and they both match in terms of reliability and practicality. So I will say, you go right ahead and buy it. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to subscribe, like, share with your friends, and comment which car to review for you next. I'm Nigel, and this is Car-natomy.